been a while since I used this, so we'll try it out on this. I really don't think though that it's that good. Like the more that I used it, or use it, like I've tried out so many different setups with it. Even if I'm going like pure recoil control, it still has like a ton of recoil at range. Like, and I honestly think it's like I know like I used it for the longest time, but honestly I think even like the Tommy is better than this. Even just like at range. Like I just don't think that this weapon's that sick. It's not the worst in the game, but like I just don't think like there's nothing you can like do with it in that sense. Like because right now this build is for range. Like I would even think like the AK is better. You know? And that thing is not like, it's hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it in words, but yeah. But I don't really think that this weapon's that sick. I used to think it was great before I unlocked like the other ones. I don't think it's like the worst in the game by any means, but even if you have all the recoil attachments on it like I do, or like most of them, still just like you have a lot of recoil and like the damage isn't crazy. So yeah, I just feel like it lacks in several departments, if you will. But it's not bad overall, but it's like there's just a lot better options is what I'm trying to say in short. Like I would still recommend it because I think it's fun to use. I like the irons and you know, the weapon as a whole across a lot of other games, you know, it's a legendary or like an iconic weapon that's in like every game these days, you know. But compared to like all the other games, it's nowhere near as good. Like if you took the one from like COD and nerfed it twice, maybe 3 times, you would get this one. That's the best way I can explain or describe it to somebody. But this tanzanite camo looking pretty sick, not gonna lie. But yeah, that being said also, I really doubt that I'll grind to 5k or above with this. I'm at like 4,000 with it, that's tanzanite 4k. You know what I'm saying? Tanzanite is 4k. Lavender's at 5k. I mean, I might because like I do really like this weapon. The irons are nice to use, but the problem with this is like you don't want to use it at range. Because like I said, even with all the recoil attachments, it still has a lot of recoil at range. But I mean, maybe it's like the screen shake. Let me check that really quick. Yeah, it has a lot of bounce, if you can see that. Like it just has crazy eye screen shake and stuff like that. But at close range like that, it's not bad. I mean, I just feel like it's more of a close range weapon, which is ironic given that it's always been a long range weapon in every game you've used it in. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a very strange one on this game. It excels at close range. Whew, okay. I really tried there a little bit. Because that was a quad feed, so that'll be another little clip or a short that I can use that for. Had to make sure I was actually recording. Yeah, so that's a quad feed. G18 almost screwed me, man. I almost didn't get that because the G18 is so underpowered. But we managed to do it. But yeah, as long as you don't like constantly fight long range with this, you're good. So, I mean, I still recommend this weapon. I don't dislike it really. I think it's still nice overall. It's just very hard to get like a good setup with it. Riot Shielder, of course. Why am I not surprised? Of course he's Prestige 5, level 60, jumping around knifing with a Riot Shield. You're so cool, man. Oh my freaking gosh, man. I almost had another quad feed. 150! Again, the G18 didn't come through. I might have missed a couple of my hits though. I could be wrong, but I think I was pretty accurate. I tried on that last guy. I was like, okay, let's get this quad. But I couldn't get it, which is just unfortunate. But like I said, at close range, at that distance right there, the M4 is pretty sick. Man, so cringe. Like, I just hate when they try that hard, man. It's not fun for anybody. 145 I did him too. Like, come on, man. How can you do that to me? Just, at that point, just give it to me, you know? 1.9 KD. I'll include it. I don't usually include it unless I get 2 or more, but we got a quad feed in it, so I feel like it's good enough content. But if I was using, like, the Tommy, I promise you I would have gone over 2. Like, there's just a lot better options than this. This is what I use on my setup right now. This doesn't have any negatives, just decreased recoil, so I use the lightweight. SOH, let me check. I could probably go. So that takes from 2.2 to 1.8. It's a decent difference, but and then this, you know, you get the damage at range, so I like to use that. Could use something like, oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't know, that's my setup for it. This is what I found I like the most. But the mobility is not the best, that's all.